Okay, we are here for my weekly What Sold video. If you are new here, my name is Heather. I go by The Canary Closet on all of my social media platforms as well as my selling platforms. I am a full-time reseller. I'm going to show you my sales on Depop, Mercari, eBay, and Poshmark. But first I want to talk about the service that I use for my Poshmark closet because my Poshmark closet has been going crazy. I have had a pending balance over $1,000 for 3 weeks now, and I owe a lot of that to Prime Lister. That's the company that I use for my sharing, sending out offers, bulk price updates. I have mine set up to send out offers within a few minutes. You can choose if you want to set a discount for shipping or not. And then you can go ahead and bulk price updates. You can change things anytime on the go on your phone or their app because it is cloud-based, which is a lot different than the other options out there. So I would encourage you to try that out. Down below in the description, you can check out my link and save 30% off of your first month. So first up, I had 7 sales on Depop, which is great. 250% up from the previous 7 days, 192% up in revenue. That's great. I had a pretty good week. I did have to cancel, I think, a couple of sales though, so oops, that's not what I want to look at here. Okay, so the jeans I had to cancel because I didn't have them. I did sell this Eileen Fisher sweater. This sold for $24.90. It is a women's size medium linen open sweater, just a very lightweight sweater, and linen is still selling really well right now, so I would suggest continuing to look for that at the thrift store if you are out shopping, even in brands that maybe you wouldn't normally get. Next up was the brand Beyond the Bump. This is a maternity line from Beyond Yoga. So they are a pair of leggings that sold for $25. Here's what the inside tag looks like, and it's the same symbol as Beyond Yoga. So those sold pretty well for me, and shockingly on Depop, because I don't think you would expect maternity items to sell on Depop. I sold these Keen shoes for $26. These Keens were getting lots of attention in this Mary Jane style, so how it's like open, and then the strap, that's a Mary Jane style. They're doing really well right now. So Keen, you're able to find the style. Sometimes there's a number under here. I don't see one on this one. I think I just did a Google Lens, or I might have just used my own keywords, but that was a great sale. I sold another pair of shoes. These ones are a pair of Keens as well for $26.40. So hiking outdoor shoes, as you can see, these don't have a lot of wear, or they're not really new. They have a good amount of wear and a little bit of stains and spots, but that doesn't matter for the people who are hiking because they will still be able to get some use out of them, and it's definitely cheaper than buying in the store. I also accidentally don't know where that dress is. Next up is a pair of North Face pants. These were in a size 12. They sold for $18. These were in my inventory when I started going through my bins, and they weren't listed anywhere. So I did decide to get them listed. I listed them lower because North Face pants are not selling as good as they used to. But a pretty quick sale. I think I listed them at a good time, being an outdoor type season, and I think that's it. I showed you those Earth shoes last week. On to Mercari, we have a pair of Judy blue jeans that I sold for $24. These are actually shorts. I didn't mean jeans. They were a pair of like more modest. They're a size large, high rise, distressed. That was a pretty quick sale. I think they sold within a few days. Next up were a pair of Merrell boots that sold for $35. These were in a size 7.5, waterproof. They were the Moab style, so I was able to find that because right here on the bottom of Merrell's, that's where you can find the style number for those. I know I have people asking me sometimes, where do you find style numbers? That's where they are on Merrell's. It's different for every brand. Next up is a pair of Lululemon leggings that sold for $32. I actually sold these on eBay first, and the person messaged me and she's like, oh, my partner bought me a different pair that I want, so can you cancel these? So I'm like, okay, whatever. Of course, they don't have to pay right away on eBay. I really wish they would fix that, but that was a good sale. And then last night I sold these Rock Revival jeans. These sold for they sold for $34. They were in a size 27. They were a pair of easy bootcut jeans. And so I am still picking up Rock Revival. They don't sell for as much as they used to, but still decent. And then I sold a pair of these Girlfriend Collective leggings. I got these for my niece to try on, but they didn't fit her. So I accepted an offer of $16.20, or maybe that was an offer I sent out. I probably wouldn't recommend getting this brand as it doesn't do like amazingly well. Let's go on to my Poshmark sales. I think that's definitely where I have my most sales this week. So this is from June 14th through the 21st. First up is this Allie Miles sweater. I've been really liking picking up this brand recently. It is kind of a new to me brand. This was in a size 3X and it sold for $29, so that's great. I'm getting it right now in size large or bigger. Next up was a pair of Lily Pulitzer pants. These are in a size 0. Classic Lily Pulitzer print, mid-rise probably, floral, very bright, resort wear, beach. Those are all keywords that I use with Lily Pulitzer, so $20 sale on those. Judy blue pants that sold for $29. These were kind of pants, kind of jeans. So a little bit of a different style than I normally see. It does say garment dyed there, and they were more of a wide leg, but they still sold pretty quickly within a couple of weeks, so I was happy with that. I sold these Spanx size 1X blue skinny high-rise crop jeans. Somebody started off with an offer, I think, of $10, maybe $15. I countered at $30. They were listed at $35, and she accepted that. So I would say always counter offer. Don't just decline because you're annoyed because it's a lowball offer, because you never know. Like, they literally went from really low to like $5 off listing. Next up is a Vineyard Vines dress. This is new with tags in a size 12. Green linen swing dress. It sold for $38. That's nowhere close to retail, but when I looked up sold comps, I did price mine right around the market, which is what they are currently selling for, and that did help it sell extremely quickly. Next up is a pair of Spanx jeans. Again, these ones are in a size large. High-rise skinny stretch. I did put preppy in here. And I will still pick up Spanx skinny jeans in a size large or bigger. The other smaller sizes don't seem to move as quickly for me. I sold these Hunter boots for $25. Hunter boots also aren't selling for as much as they used to, but I did sell them pretty quick. I probably could have got more for them. They were kind of beat up and scuffed a little bit, and I'm really enjoying making money on Poshmark. So I went ahead and took that little bit of a lower offer. Next up was a Tommy Bahama dress, which I don't hardly ever get, but it just had really good vibes. It was very cute, and it was a floral, linen, and silk blend, which is also a major reason I picked it up. So some brands, I will pick them up based on their material, even if the brand usually isn't as strong. I sold this St. John blazer within an hour, I think. I had this listed for $140. First they offered $80, and we countered back a little bit, and then they offered $100. And since it was just listed, I was like, yes, please. I will take $100 for a very quick flip. So St. John, huge bolo. Some things do better than others. The pants do way worse, in my opinion. What does the best is like the blazers or the dresses with the skirt sets. Those can do really good as well. Next up was a Brahmin wallet. This sold for $55. The clasp was broken on this, so something on this rivet, it wouldn't snap. So I did have to list it lower than I normally would have. But $55 is still a great sale on that wallet. Next up, we have a John Mark shirt. This is also another brand that I have only learned about within the last few months, and it has been doing great. This is like a multimedia shirt. Here's what the tag looked like. That was in a size small, so size doesn't really seem to matter that much with John Mark. It still sold pretty quick for $29. Next up were a pair of Spanx pants. These were in a size large, high-rise, go with the flow pants. So some of these Spanx that are more like a workwear type pant, like a thicker material, they can do pretty good. So that was a great sale. Next up I sold, I think it was a J. Crew swimsuit. Yes, this is a new with tags J. Crew swimsuit that I found at the Goodwill, I think for $8. It did have this like floral cutout style. I don't know how much it originally retailed for, but that was a good sale. Still selling some swimsuits, so I was happy about that. Next up we have the brand IC by Connie K. This is in a size extra large, and it was just like a brown, almost like a drapey cardigan type item or a jacket. I usually use like artsy or art to wear in my title for that brand because that tends to be like the vibes that it gets off. Next up is a pair of American Eagle shorts in a size 00. They sold for $16. These were the 90s boyfriend short. That style does seem to be doing pretty good for me from American Eagle. Of course, a larger size would do better, but I was glad to still get those sold. Next up were a pair of LuLaRoe jeans. These are new with tags, sold for $38. They were in a size 40. Jeans is the only thing I pick up from LuLaRoe, and they can still do pretty good in the larger sizes. I would steer clear of the smaller sizes. Next up, we have a Lily Pulitzer dress. I've actually had this dress for quite a while, so happy to see it go at $18. It had like these mini little floral things with some smocking detail on the sleeve. Size small, just a cotton dress. So yeah, not much else to say about that. Next up, we have a pair of packed pants. Packed is like usually organic cotton, maybe linen or hemp sometimes. They sold for $18. These were in a size extra small. Packed has been selling fairly quickly for me. Okay, yeah, organic cotton, just not for a lot of money. So pretty good usually for a quick flip. I think especially this time of year, they do good. Here's an Athleta sweater. I don't pick up Athleta at all hardly anymore, but there are certain styles that still do well. And these like oversized like wrap cardigan type items can still do pretty good. That sold for $29. So of course I was happy about that. Let me know down below how your sales have been this week. I am just really liking Poshmark. Usually, like for a while, it was eBay. Now, these last couple weeks, it's been Poshmark. So I'm glad that I cross-list. Eileen Fisher tank top sold for $16. This was a yellow organic cotton, just basic little tank top. So that's a pretty normal price. I mean, I could have tried to get $20, but that's okay. Next up, we have a bundle of 2 items for $22. Both of these items were kind of old. First up was a North Face reversible vest in a size small. It had like the fuzzy on the one side, and then the other item was this old Athleta sweatshirt in a size extra small. So a very old tag, not a good desirable item. So I was glad to move out 2 old items in my closet and make room for better, hopefully, newer items. Next up is a pair of AG Adria Goldschmied shorts. These sold for $22. They were white, and these were called the Haley ex-boyfriend roll-up shorts. So $22 on those. I'm not picking up the jeans hardly at all anymore. Even some of the styles that used to do good for me aren't. So if you have any luck selling AG jeans, let us know down below in the comments. Here's a pair of Salomon leggings. These I think are like maybe for biking, or maybe they're just outdoor. Oh yeah, cycling leggings. But they only sold for $13. So not very much money. Probably wouldn't get those again. Let me know what biking brands do good for you, because that is something that should be selling pretty good right now. I sold this Eileen Fisher cardigan in a size large. This was a white organic linen cardigan sweater. Normally I can get a little bit more for these, but this one has been in my closet for probably close to 6 months now, so it has got marked down a couple of times. I still don't understand why we have sellers that are holding on to things for literal years. I don't know. You guys can do what you want. I just think that I do not think that's a good business model. I really don't. I've been watching videos and I'm just like, oh, I've had this for 497 days. I'm like, why? Like, mark it down and get rid of it, especially when it's like a $20 sale. Like, it's not like it's some amazing, like, that's the only time I feel like you should keep something for a long time. If it's like a really high end or like rare item that you have to find the right buyer for, but like when it's like a basic thing for $20, like, mark your stuff down every few months and get rid of it. Why are we hanging on to things for that long? Okay, size medium, J. McLaughlin, cotton shirt, $22. That's my rant. If you watch my channel, you probably know that I speak my mind and I'm not afraid to tell people what I think. Next up was an Anthropologie Maeve top. This was in a size extra large, white linen oversized top. It did have a little spot on it, so I listed it for less. Otherwise, I would have listed it for more since it is an extra large. But I was glad to go ahead and sell that really quickly. We have a pair of BKE men's jeans in a size 36 extra long. These were the Tyler jeans. I think that I ended up paying more than my brother would normally pay for, because I usually give men's stuff to my brother. But the amount that it was plus the commission he would pay me, I think is just usually too high for him. So I went ahead and listed those, so I was happy with that. We have a case open on this J. Jill vest. I listed it as a 2X because it measured the same as other J. Jill vests that are marked a size 2X. I put measurements in the pictures, and they're saying it is not that size. They're saying it's too small, so we'll see what Poshmark decides. These teaks sold really fast. These ones are a pair of black leather teaks. Teaks are easy to spot because they have this teal underside on them. They don't sell as good as they used to. They used to sell for more money than this. But they do make fakes, so make sure you are on the lookout and make sure that they're real. But yeah, $59, really happy with that. I got those at a Goodwill, I think for $6. So yay, I still have another pair left. Next up is a pair of Dansko shoes. These were in a size 10. These sold for $35. This style does really well, the Tamara clog. So you can find out the Dansko styles. There is a number inside right here, and you can put that in, and that's how you can find out the style, because certain styles sell better than others. So you definitely want to be looking it up before you do your listing. Next up was a Baltic Born cardigan. This was in a size small. This was tan, new with tags, cardigan sweater. So I've been seeing Baltic Born dresses. They're not going that good for me as they used to, and so I have stopped picking them up. I don't know about you guys, but they're just not moving. Next up was an Anthropologie sweater in a size medium. This is a purple merino wool cropped oversized sweater. Really cute, $16, a couple of little holes there maybe, so that's probably why it sold for cheaper. We have an Ariat vest that sold for $36. This was in a size extra large. It was a purple vest with this like paisley floral pattern, and Ariat is a good Western brand to pick up in boots, shoes, or actually not really shoes, but I say that, jeans, and any other type of clothing. The shirts don't do as good, but the vest definitely did. A bundle for $100. These were 3 items. We have a pair of Chaco sandals, Abercrombie and Fitch jeans, and an Eileen Fisher new with tags tunic. I'm not going to open those up. I don't feel like you guys need to like really see tags or anything on those. So we'll just move on to the next sale, but that was a great bundle sale. Those Chacos were the size 12, and I don't know if you guys remember that haul where I said that's kind of going to be a risk because it's such a large size, and Chacos haven't been doing that good for me, but those ones did. Okay, here's a Prana dress. This is an outdoor brand. This sold for $30 fairly quickly in a size large. Kind of had this halter neck with the open back, and that sold pretty good. So these outdoor dresses are still selling well for me right now. So if you find them in the thrift store, pick them up and get them listed. We sold a pair of Democracy pants for $31. These ones were in a size 8. They were a pair of cargo pants. They did have the ab technology, and they're like a mid-rise, just khaki type of pants. So I was happy with that sale. I still am doing good with Democracy. I sold this Ann Cole swimsuit for $25. Ann Cole is decently expensive, and yeah, so I was happy with that. Size 8, a paisley print, a halter neck. It was new with tags, but didn't go anywhere near the retail. And am I going too far on this? No, we are on the 15th, and these are sales from the 14th. So let me keep going. We have a pair of Hoka shoes. These sold extremely quickly, and they were in really good condition. They were so cute. I got these at a garage sale, I think, for $10. So really happy with that quick flip. $56. I'm actually going to some more garage sales today with my sister. I don't know if I'll get any footage. Depends on how it goes, and kind of what the vibe is at the sale. If it's super empty, I try not to film too much. This is a pair of Long Tall Sally. This is the brand specifically made for tall people, so yay. They are a pair of black pants with a pink stripe. They were new with tags. I couldn't find very much information when I did my research in the store, so I just went ahead and went with my gut on this from my experience that I have reselling. It was a good decision. They sold fast for $27. Next up was a Prana jacket that sold for $15. A lot of Prana has actually not been selling that good for me anymore. I think with that dress, that was just like, okay, outdoor dresses are selling really good right now, but a lot of their other stuff has not been doing good, like some of their pants and stuff. So yeah, that one sold for $15. I was like, okay. A bundle for $35. We have a J. Crew tank top in a size 3X. This was a new with tags, cute, just like a gauzy cotton type of tank top. And then with that sold this Cacique bra. Cacique is like a plus size line, I think sold at Lane Bryant. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yellow floral bra. So both together for $35. Not an amazing sale, but I don't know. I was happy with that. And then we have a Athleta skirt. This was in a size 16. I have had this for a while. It only sold for $12. It had the drawstring on the front with the built-in shorts. So I guess probably not a style that I would pick up again since it didn't do that well, unless that was just like a weird fluke. Here's that Allie Miles brand again. This one is in a size large, and it sold for $24. So I was happy with that. Pink and it was like a rayon nylon blend. So yay for that. Okay, this is on June 14th, so we're most likely getting into sales now that you guys have already seen. So let's go on to, I don't remember what I ended on last year. Let's go on to eBay. And I just said last year and I meant last month. Okay, I have 4 items to ship out this morning, so I'll show you those first and then I'll show you the ones I've already shipped out. Tadashi collection dress sold for $50. This is a good brand to be on the lookout for like formal wear. Tadashi Shoji. This did pretty well. I had it listed for $75, but somebody offered me $50 within a day of listing, so I went ahead and took that. Next up was this Athleta shirt. This was in a size medium. This was in maybe one of Ryan's old bins or maybe something of mine that I hadn't listed. It was only a $6 sale, so yeah, I'm basically not getting any Athleta shirts anymore. It'd have to be like really special, but they just don't do good for me. This is an Adriana Papel dress that sold for full asking price with a 15% off coupon. This was new with tags in a size 8. I do use wedding formal. I will sometimes put wedding guest. So this is a really pretty navy blue lace embroidered floral dress. Next up was a Z Supply dress. This is new with tags from Stitch Fix. It sold for $40. Usually I don't get Stitch Fix stuff anymore, but when I looked up this exact style, it was doing pretty good. Plus it was in a larger size, so I was happy to go ahead and pick that up. Let's go on to the ones that I've already shipped out. We have a Johnny Was Jade top that sold for $53.95. They sent me that offer yesterday. It had some really pretty embroidery, and there's a style number right there. It was also a silk blend, so really good item on that. We have a Free People Movement pair of pants that sold for $20 with a coupon. These were in one of Ryan's bins. I think we are officially done cleaning them out, and I have paid him $2 for every piece that I took. A lot of stuff I sent to ThredUp, and then some stuff I sold myself. Next up is an IC by Connie K shirt in a size small. It was a black and white and green stripes new with tags. I had it listed for $40 because the smaller sizes don't do as well, and I went ahead and accepted an offer of $30 on that just because my eBay was a little bit slow this week, and as you can see, my screen's being slow right now. So, yeah, that's why I accepted that lower offer. Let's see if we can get this back. Here we go. Okay, Lily Pulitzer. If you guys remember, I thought this was a women's tank top when I first pulled it off the rack. No, it is a girl's dress. So good thing I looked up the style number right here. That helped me to know what it was. And it did sell for, I think, $16, $15. Next up was a Lafayette 148 sweater that sold for $35, full asking price with coupon. I talked about this as well because I hardly ever pick up Lafayette 148 anymore. The reason I got it is because it's a wool cashmere blend. So if it was just like a viscose or just like a lower level fabric, I would not have picked it up. Next up was a Lululemon shirt that sold for $15. This was in a size 8. It was dark purple, but it did have some weird stains all over the side that I couldn't get out. So I had to list it for lower, and I did sell it for lower. I sold this Soft Surroundings in a size 3X, new with tags. This is a blue Siesta Key is this title. It said it right there in the tag, which made it very easy for me. So that was a pretty quick sale, I think within about a week. Next up was a pair of American Eagle jeans that sold for $30. These were the Dreamy Drape Low Rise Baggy Flare in a plus size 20. So that was a pretty good sale for me for American Eagle. I sold this Lily Pulitzer dress for $25. This was the Fiesta dress, pink, preppy, beachwear, really bright neon color. And then the same buyer, I think, bought a Garnet Hill dress from me. She asked about combined shipping, but then she ended up just paying separate. She said something about how it wouldn't work for her to combine shipping. So I don't know what was going on with that, but here it is. It's a size 14. A Garnet Hill brown printed maxi dress. Really cute, viscose. It was marked down quite a while, which means I've had this for probably 6 to 9 months. So that's what I'm talking about. I sold it for $17. Once something I've had something for that long and it's nothing special. Garnet Hill dresses are nothing special. I would rather move it out of my closet and get rid of it. Next up was a J. McLaughlin shirt that sold for $20. This was in a size extra large. It was like a cotton one, so their Catalina cloth sells better, which is more like a stretchy, scuba knit material. This was a Savannah Jane top, new with tag, sold for $20. 2X red, colorful, plus size printed top. Next up, we have, where did I leave off at? Oh, a Catherine's dress. This sold for $27 with a 15% off coupon. It is 10% off, so I've started to mark things down after they've been in my store for a month. So that means I've had this for 1 month, and then I offered, or then they bought it. So that's pretty good. The Catherine's 3X maxi dress for $27. I will take that. Next up was a pair of Lululemon shorts for $22. These were the final lap short. They were in a size 8. Here's where you can find the style code. These are a little bit of an older pair, but I still wanted to get them because Lululemon shorts still sell pretty well for me. Next up was a Catherine shirt that sold for $20 with a coupon. This had some floral embroidery on it and just like a sequin detail in a size 4X short sleeve casual shirt. Another Catherine's dress that sold for $18.88. This one was a midi dress, so it went down in between like the knees and the ankles. So that was just an okay sale. I don't know. Here's John Mark again. This is a size medium, blue short sleeve button-up shirt, rayon nylon. This brand's been selling really fast. Grace also picked this up last Saturday, and she sold hers in 1 day. Next up was a new with tags Johnny Was top. This was sold for $43. Definitely would not think Johnny was looking at this because it's plain red, but that's what it was, and I was able to sell it for $43. Next up was a soft surroundings top that sold for $16 or $17, size large, blue relaxed gauzy tunic. This came from one of Ryan's bins, so glad to sell that. I sold these Pico Linos boots for $55. This brand can do pretty well. Certain styles do better than others, so look up the style that you have on yours. I was able to use Google Lens, and that's how I was able to figure out what this style was. So that's what it looks like on the inside. Be on the lookout for that brand. I sold a Ming Wang cardigan for $37. I love selling this brand, especially in the larger sizes, although this was just a size medium, purple and black striped, but it sold really well, so I was happy about that. Next up was a Lululemon Swiftly Tech. They always sell fast for me. This one was in a size 14, and it has the size printed right on the inside, bottom hem. You can tell it's a Swiftly Tech because it has this big Lululemon logo around across on the front. Anyway, that sold for $27. We have a Coach checkbook wallet that I sold, or checkbook cover wallet, which someone told me in a video, thank you, that it's not just a regular wallet. It sold for $15, and she already wants to return it, so that's annoying. We have a Tommy Bahama skirt. Did I talk about this last week? I think I did. Because this is like June 14th, and I think I talked about those somersault pants. So that's on an eBay. That is it for my sales, you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know how your sales have been down below, and I will see you Sunday. I've got a great haul video to show you with some good Bolo brands to be on the lookout for. So come back then. Have a great day. Bye.